Hello there, friends. Well, it is hard to believe it, but we are once again approaching the season of Advent. I know, it seems like we just got finished with Easter, but here we are again on the brink of Christmas. So today we have our first round of semi-Adventy, Christmassy sort of kind of crafts. We have 3 crafts that we're going to feature today, and they all sort of have to do with this idea of waiting and beginning to celebrate Advent. Our first one is going to be a Time for Jesus clock. Now, this has an extra little element thrown in because have we made clocks before? Yes, of course. Are they always fun to make again? Sure, why not? And today's clock also features a new little element of a special shape. So here we go. We're going to start off with our paper plate because what great craft does not start with a paper plate? And we're going to have a couple of hands that we're going to have for our clock. Now, there's a couple of ways that you can do this, of course. You can use a handy-dandy brad fastener and make it an actual functioning, well, I mean, not really functioning. It won't actually tell time because you have to do it manually, but a movable clock with hands, or you can just make it decorative and glue these on. That, of course, is entirely up to you, as are all details of the way we do things around here. But we're going to start with our hands of our clock here. Now we're going to do a couple of captions here. And we'll use some red and green for that Christmas element. And we'll say, time for Jesus. And then down here we will say, make him your life's star. You'll see why I'm saying that in just a moment. So here we have my clock hands. Now again, you can put a brad fastener in here and make it so they can actually turn around. You can, or you can just, what we're going to do is we're going to make these just decorative today. So we'll just have our little strips here. Now, this is the fun part. So we're going to decorate some stars. I already have them cut out for timing purposes. You can cut them out, of course, yourself. And what you can do with these, a couple of things. You can have them as, you can just sprinkle them around your plate like a wreath, or you can put them at strategic locations, like these are the numbers of your clock. Or another option is that you could just dangle them from the bottom here and have them be kind of fun all surrounding the bottom. So options there, but we are going to also decorate these stars, and we're going to write some special things that we can do. So if the clock hands were turned to these things, it would be time to do these items, such as, for instance, pray. So we're going to turn the clock to the prayer star, and remember to take time to pray. Maybe we have another decorative star that is going to remind us to read God's word. Maybe we have another star, and again, do a whole bunch of these. I'm just going to do a few because we don't have that much time. We're going to have another one that maybe says, do something for others. That's very generic, but you get the idea. We could be much more specific. I encourage you to be much more specific, but you know, that works too. And of course, if you want to have extra fun, you can throw some glitter on here, some stickers, make it fun, make it festive. Maybe sing a hymn or a praise song or whatever you'd like to sing. So those are some things some ideas that you can do as we watch this clock spinning around, or not quite spinning, but you know, pretending to spin. Now we're going to attach the stars. You can do this with glue again, or I've got a stapler that might be a little more adhesive so that I don't have to wait for the glue to dry. Although waiting is the topic of our lesson today, so maybe you should wait for that glue to dry. Anyways, you'll see what that's all about. And so here we have this clock themed / Advent themed, because we are waiting, idea to remember to make time and take time for Jesus. And you can add a string or a ribbon or a pipe cleaner if your cat hasn't run off with them to hang it up somewhere. You can also hang it on your doorway to remember to pause and do these things as you're going into the restroom or the bedroom or whatever. Remember to take time for Jesus. So that's number one. Number two, we're going to make a stocking of sorts. Now there's two ways that we can use the stocking. We can either have it be something that is a fun little goodie bag that you can put like candy and crafts and toys and stuff in and give it to someone. Or you can have it be a special Waiting for Jesus stocking that has ideas of things you can do during the Advent season. So we're going to take that angle, number two, so it's a little more Advent-y. So we're going to start off with a paper bag, and we're going to decorate this paper bag. I'm going to write on it, "Wow, we wait for Jesus." And this can have the double waiting for Jesus meaning of we wait for Christmas and we also wait for his second coming, his return. We'll discuss that during the lesson. And so now I'm going to decorate this like a fun little stocking. Sorry, that's what I'm going for. Lost the word for just a second there. So we're going to decorate this. And I just found some more fun stickers. We're going to put some stickers on here, and we're going to color it and make it look like a stocking, because that's the idea. You know, you hang up the stockings when you wait for, well, Santa Claus or whatever. But in this case, we're waiting for Jesus. So we're going to color it as though it's a stocking. And to use your imagination, it's kind of the shape of a stocking. It works, right? Then we're also, to make it even more kind of stocking-y, we're going to glue on some cotton balls at the top so that it kind of has that furry feel. Now, of course, you can do both sides. I'm only going to do one side for now because we are time limited, but you get the idea. We're going to throw some cotton balls on here to represent that fun, furry feel of a stocking. I don't know, maybe your stocking doesn't have cotton balls. Sad day for you. You could put some cotton balls on the bottom too if you wanted to. Why not? And there we go. Now, what we're going to do on the inside of this is we're going to come up with some things to do during Advent. Things that will help us as we wait. Things that will remind us of the importance of this season and what it means and what it stands for and all that good stuff. So, as we wait, I'm going to come up with some things to do. And this is a fun thing as a family. You could do it, or just as a student also. But you can put things on here like read Luke chapter 2, the account of Jesus' birth. Go to church. Maybe something like bake grandma cookies, or maybe it's not grandma, maybe it's somebody else, or maybe it's a neighbor. Just bake something. Go caroling. Ideas to enjoy and celebrate this wonderful Advent season. Light some candles safely and with supervision. So again, go to town on coming up with those ideas. And now we have waiting for Jesus and some things to do. So this is kind of like one of those things where, oh, you can take this out, hang it up on the wall, take down your stocking and say, what are we going to do today while we are waiting for Christmas, Santa Claus, but mostly Jesus. So that is craft number 2. Our final craft, this is a simple one, and we're just going to do an abbreviated version of it, but it's the good old classic, wonderful paper chain. Yep, that's right. Wouldn't be Advent season without a paper chain. Am I right? So we are going to make a short paper chain today. We're going to pretend that it's really close to Christmas, but paper chains are very simple and very fun, but this one is going to have an extra little spin to it. So on our paper chain, we're going to put, just like we just did, ideas of things to do during Advent season. So that could be something like build a gingerbread house. You thought I was going to say snowman, didn't you? Well, that could be tricky because there's not always good snowman building snow, especially if you live somewhere like Florida. I don't know, you'd have to make a sandman or perhaps a tumbleweed man. I made those when I lived in California. Anyways, so maybe it's something like take treats to a neighbor. I'm hungry. I'm thinking of all these sweet things. To a neighbor. Maybe it's something like pray for church friends. Maybe we're getting so close to Christmas that we are going to open a present early. Apologies if you are one of these people that refuses to open any presents early. In my family, sometimes they opened a couple early, and that was always really fun and exciting, except for the year that I got bed sheets and a dustbuster. Anyways, and now that you've got your ideas written on your paper strips, and of course, depending on how many days the countdown is until Christmas, you'll have plenty more of these. But now we're going to make our little paper chain, and it's kind of a fun, interactive, part Advent calendar, part activity, part countdown, part paper chain, because every day you can say, oh, what cool thing are we going to do today? And encourage people to get creative with these ideas and with coming up with things you really would want to do and look forward to doing, so that not only do you have your countdown, your visual of how many days are left, but you also have some fun ideas to do to pass that time away and make it special. So there you have it. Your fabulous, will be much longer than this, Idea Interactive Advent Paper Chain Wreath. Not wreath, chain, just a chain. You have your Advent Ideas stocking to be hung by the chimney with care, or refrigerator or whatever, and your time for Jesus waiting, wishing on a star, not wishing on a star, because that we don't do that. We just pray to God. Anyways, 3 fun, festive, opening the Advent season crafts that will hopefully give you some great ideas and will hopefully bless you in your ministry, wherever and with whomever that might be. As always, we've got new crafts and new message ideas coming out every week, so stay tuned, come back again, go make some crafts, make some disciples, and have a wonderful and blessed week.